What up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Fix this a little bit, put Pepe on the slide. There we go. All right, so how we doing? Mic check, mic check. Good morning, Rambo. How we doing on the audio? Let me know. All right, so Bitcoin up on the chart. Giving you that zoomed out perspective here. We had this original blue line drawn as the spine of the dragon. We now have this downsloping trend line that's coming from the April 16th high. Thanks, Cowboy. To the A swing high on September 6th. And you could see that we touched it again last night, October 5th. We have since broken and breached that downsloping trend line. So our next area of interest is the A high of the harmonic, 52,844. So let's zoom this back in. So you could expect to see Bitcoin come right here, okay, and touch that, touch this resistance point again, okay. What was once resistance up here at the A high will become resistance once again. Now, what we have to do is there's two scenarios. We're going to reach this, and we could, of course, breach it and back test it as support, which would flip it, you know, from resistance into support, and then we can rally. Okay, that's scenario one. Scenario number two would look like this. We'd come up and we'd reject it as resistance again, and we'd sell all the way back off. So let's see where we would sell off to. So scenario two, we will put in yellow. Okay, so if we were to sell off, what we would be doing is we'd be fibbing from the D low up to what would be the new A high, or the new high, right? New discernible swing high pivot point. Okay, so ideally, let's say it's right here, okay? So what we'd be looking for is a golden retrace between the 382 and the 618. Okay, this could just stop at the 50, right? This could just come as low as the 50, for example, and do this. Okay, it doesn't have to go all the way to the 618, but ideally get back above all this stuff, and then we run again. Okay, so that's like scenario two. So scenario one, when we get up to 58, you need to see what happens there, right? So we could potentially we could, let me erase this now. Potentially we could go up here and we could consolidate at resistance, okay, and just keep testing that resistance, and then eventually we'll break above it. Okay, so that's definitely another possibility. That's part of kind of scenario one though, okay. It's just to consolidate back above the resistance point of 52,800, but either way, like that's where we're going to be next. Okay, you can obviously see there's a square up here looking back left, so we're going to come and we're going to hit that square up. As soon as we hit the square up, it's up to market participants to decide price action from there. Do we have more bulls or do we have more bears participating in this asset at that given moment? And that's what we will come to find out. So if we have people taking profit here and selling, because traders take profit at these levels, okay, that could cause this partial decline. From there, we'd be looking to paint hidden bullish divergence again, and then we'd run it again. Okay, so whoops. So, sorry, we'd be looking for that to flip to hidden bullish divergence. All right, so for right now, still just kind of remains up only for the low time frame. And even if you look to the oscillators, right, like this is converging trend line. Look at this. We've been talking about this. Okay, so look at this, guys. Geez, textbook. Okay, so we broke out here, we broke above the 60, back tested the 60 as support, and then we ran. So now we're looking to build the bearish divergence some point. Okay, so by the time we get up here, let's see how if we build the bearish divergence here, or if we continue to run and we make it all the way to 60K before we build that divergence. Okay, so that's kind of what's in store right now. So really critical 52,800 point upcoming. Okay, going to the Bitcoin dominance chart. Look, up past 12 hours, engulfing, okay? Engulfing all the previous candles prior. So looking at it on the 3-day, zooming back out here, look at this, guys. Look what's starting to happen, okay? So you can see that clear kind of neckline breach. Sorry. You can see that clear kind of neckline breach. I thought I could move that with the arrows. Sorry, it's about, gosh, this mouse is too sensitive. Hold on. Driving me crazy. About there. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. So we're breaking out above, you know, this local little small neckline resistance area. And yeah, we're running here basically, right? I mean, maybe you get a little bit of a pullback and you just back test that neckline as support and then you continue to rally, but ultimately we're looking for this A and C high of the harmonic in purple, okay? The bullish bat. We're looking for that as the next area, next critical area, okay? Right there. All right. So that's Bitcoin dominance. Let's look at the total, okay? Let's go to total here. So here's total. Look at this. We had this bearish shark morph into a bullish 5-0, and the bullish 5-0 is about to hit the target. Look at that. From a perfect 50% touch, right back up. Bring it right back up. And where are you headed for? You're headed right here for this square up, okay? Right here. Square up, okay? So that is in store on total. So we have total bringing in the overall market cap is increasing, and the majority of that is going into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's taking the dominance, and on top of that, look at this pump. Come on, guys. We've been watching this for the past, I don't know, good little while, and this is basically exactly what we've been wanting to have happen, right? So when they say TA's fake, you can tell them whatever you want, basically. You don't have to, what is that, Satoshi? I don't have time to convince you bullshit. You're just never going to make it. I don't know. Something not like that, but I know you guys know what I'm talking about. The Satoshi quote. Okay, so moving on to Russian Ethereum. Look at this. We're about to set off our alert right now. Like, we are dollars away from setting off the alert. Why did I set an alert there? Because I wanted to be alerted that we were approaching these targets, okay? So the C target is incoming quick. You see that? So we're at 35.25 and it's at 36.23. So we're $100 away. So I always like to kind of warn myself that we're approaching critical areas, okay? Simple as that. So yeah, this Gartley type Batley pattern is playing out wonderful after back testing the previous range high. As you can see, like from SHIB, this went right up, tested the previous range high, came right back down, back tested previous range high, and then now we're running again. Okay, so when we get back up here again, you're gonna have 1, 2, and now this is gonna be your third touch point. So it's possible that you can leave this level, okay? Now, is it possible that you still do a little back test before doing all that? Sure, all right? So, but either way, I mean, the only reason that would bother you is if you're really over leveraged. Then you need to be taking profits, okay, when you hit C and A if you're over leveraged or high leveraged, because you have to anticipate a possible partial decline. You can't just ride that out high leverage, okay? So, but if you're spot trading, this is irrelevant because you're in for much lower prices, okay? Much lower prices, chop up in here doesn't really matter, okay? So it all depends on perspective. And that perspective was put in place by each of your own personal risks, right? Your risk tolerance. How much risk can you tolerate? How much price action swings can you tolerate with the capital you have at stake, okay? Okay, coming back to total. I'm not sure which one. Somebody was asking about hidden bull. Okay, so let's see. Moving on to Litecoin. So look, remember Litecoin? We had this falling wedge down here. Look at this. Okay, we had that little breakout of the falling wedge. Okay, back tested it, and then you follow through price action to the upside. Okay. Yeah, this looks like continuation from here. I mean, possible low time frame harmonic developing. Okay. Cipher. Shark. So 886. 886 minimum first target on the shark. So okay, there you go. So we're looking for 220, okay, which is the bottom of the golden zone. 220. Next major area of interest on Litecoin. I mean, it's possible you get a little back test here, but still you're going to end up right there. Okay, 220 Litecoin. This is AAVE, AAVE. So here on AAVE, looks like you're finally breaking out of this this kind of neckline we had drawn here. Okay, so that's good to see. So yeah, maybe run up a little bit. You already tried breaking out once and you couldn't, so maybe this time when you run up, you back test it again and then you run, or this could have already been the back test. Okay, so we'll just have to see how that plays out, but AAVE is looking pretty strong here overall. Just like this, Bitcoin Cash, we had this huge range. Okay, huge range. We found the top of the range, we came and found the bottom of the range, went back to the top, tested the top twice for confirmation there, but partial decline, put in a higher low, created the price action momentum shifting structure, and put in the harmonic, hit the 786, and now we are back above the 50% of this range midpoint. That's like the range midpoint overall. Okay, and then we're going to look to rally to the top of the range again. But the fact that we've already been here, you know, several times, right? We've been here once, twice, 3 times. So now when we get back up here again, it's going to be really hard for this to hold. Okay, so odds are that it doesn't hold, because there's no more supply left at that price, right? Everyone sold everything they have at that price already. Nobody has anything left to sell at that price. Okay, so, or I mean, we'll see. That's to be seen, I guess. But typically in this scenario, it gets gobbled up. You end up back testing it as support, and you end up at a new range high. Okay, so whoops, that's Bitcoin Cash. Overall, looking good. Okay, hit our buy zone, got our reaction above our heart line. So next area of interest will be the top of the range again right here at about 730 on BCH. And then if we can get above that, see you at 1,000. Okay, if we can get above 730 and back test it as support, we will go up to 1,000. Okay, get above 730, go to 1,000. Dog coin. Remember what we said about this? We tweeted that DOGE, the DOGE under 20 cents was a gift from the gods. Okay, look how long you were under 20 cents for. Not very. Let's see where 20 cents is at. It's like right there. Okay, right at the bottom. Look how long you were under 20 cents for. Not very long at all. Okay. Let's see if I could do this right. Okay, let's see if I could do this right. Doge, here we go. Copy. What? What's going on here? Sorry guys. We're having technical difficulties on twitter.com. Interesting. Okay. I put my account private on Twitter and now I can't copy and paste tweets. So I may go back. We'll see. But that's what I was looking at. That's what I'm stuck at over here on the side. I was trying to post our DOGE tweet on this chart, but we'll figure it out later. Okay. So anyways, yeah, look at this. Inverse head and shoulders. You had the low, lower low, slightly higher low, neckline right here, breakout, back test, running. Next area of interest is the C and the A highs. Okay. C and A highs, next area of interest. And eventually, I mean, we're still looking for 69,420 on this asset. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, sure. We get up here, we have a partial decline, paint like hidden bearish divergence, and then we run again. Okay, so yes, we might see small reaction there, but overall, like, it doesn't really matter, right? Grand scheme of things. Okay, zoom out perspective. Again, at this point, one could simply bring their stop loss up to here. Okay, just trail the stop. Okay, so stop loss is currently below. You don't want to lose 20 cents again, basically, right? If you lose 20 cents, you no harm done, and you reevaluate. Okay, simple as that. Doge. All right, this is FTT. On FTT, let's move this out of the way. We identified hidden bullish divergence. We had this trend line breakout. Look, we just got above the 50%, which is what we talked about last night. So now we need to get back above the 60, and then we can rally up onto much, much higher prices. So plenty of room to run here on FTT from the RSI perspective. MACD showing converging. You know, our momentum, is going in the same direction as price. Not quite. This would be hidden bullish divergence actually at the moment, but it's not done yet. So as long as this gets above basically the white line, this will turn into continuation, which it should. Okay, that's what we're kind of expecting here. Okay, so yeah, target 107. We're looking at the 1618 from high to low as our target. 107. You don't want to see price below 48. So at this point, your stop loss would be right here. Okay, so this trade now is in your favor like this. Okay, 15 to 1 on your money. Massive edge in your behalf as long as you took an entry back here around $50. Price is currently sitting at around $58. Okay, so a massive edge in your favor if you are in an FTT long position. Okay, what broker are you using? What am I looking at right here? This is TradingView. I think that's the question you're asking me. This is tradingview.com. Okay, link. All right, so link, in order to remain bullish, we have to break above this high at 28.20. You're currently at 27.20, so you're $1 behind here. You need to get above this area, back tested as support, and then you can rally. Okay, so that's what this was there for. All right, so you're close, right? You're close, but this one's always been kind of questionable. I think it's just following the entire market at this point. Seems to be more the case here than anything. Link just seem to be following the market as a whole right now. Moving on. Uni. Okay, we had this bull pole, bull flag, breakout, kind of back tested a little bit, and it looks like you're holding, maybe ready for this next little move that we're anticipating to the upside, which would get us to the 2766 target that you almost hit already. And then ultimately our second target area being basically $30. Somewhere in this, basically all of this, right, is kind of your take profit, because you have a square up, two square ups that are kind of this square up right in the middle that's at a previous major horizontal line resistance area, okay, that coincides with this square up and this orange line. And then you have the A and the C targets, of course, right? So everything in this purple is just gonna, we're gonna basically just get sucked right into that purple area at some point. So we could do a magnet. All right, suck it right into the purple zone. All right, XRP. We had this bullish cipher in yellow that is looking to send itself right into a massive basically bearish Gartley, which would be scary. Okay, so this is why we probably want to take profit here, because this thing could be nasty. Okay, like XRP is gonna get audited by the SEC right there. Okay, you're gonna get some FUD. So if you're an XRP maximalist, you need to make sure that you retain this area as support in order for continuation. If you reject here as resistance with follow through price action, you're going to be done. Okay, so we're not really even going to mess with it at that point, right? There's no edge anymore. What we're going to, I mean, there's an edge to the downside. So if you want to dabble in a short ski, go ahead, and your stop would be above the X. Okay, so if you want to short this Ponzi scheme known as XRP, that's how it would happen. Okay, and you would dollar cost average in the gray box, right? You would fill your short there, and your stop would be above that, right? So, oops, sorry, somewhere in there, and your stop would be up here. So your target 3-to-1 would have to at least be basically back down to the C, which is your first target anyways, right? So somebody could look for that position and use it as a hedge, right? You could stay long on Bitcoin or something, and if the market goes to shit, you have this XRP short that'll just start printing. So you're not really losing money on your overall portfolio. And if this gets stopped out, that just means all your longs on the other assets are continuing to go up, right? So learn to find an edge to the downside as a hedge, okay? Good opportunity there sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time. Okay, moving along. XLM, Stellar Lumens. Stellar Lumens. Gosh, what the heck's going on here? Sorry. 5. Okay. All right. Okay, so Stellar Lumens, we had this massive, again, like big bullish cipher, right? So this cipher, clean it up a little. This cipher, now that it's complete, okay, you are aiming for, first, again, look, you're at this horizontal, this heart line, this median of the range, okay, this range medium point. So you need to get back above here, and then you'll rally up to these A and C highs, which is this yellow box, and then you have the previous A and C high from the previous harmonic, right? So you have two of these A and C high target areas. That's what the yellow and blue box is. And if you can hold above those, you'll go straight up to this new range high, okay? Just like SHIB did once it breaks out of this critical overhead range, right? You'll go right up and then you'll come right back down and test it, and then you can run again. Okay, so that is stellar lumens. At this point, one could even raise this stop to like right here. Okay, all right, Stella. This is YFI. Basically the same thing is happening on YFI. So YFI, you're looking at this range midpoint, right, coming up. So you need to back test that as support, rally up, and at that point, again, just like on the other assets, you then have your A and your C high. They're almost the same spot, which is the previous range high, right? So everything's coinciding, right? It was once resistance, resistance, resistance. Once you get here again, odds are it's not going to hold. You're going to get above it, back test the range high, and you're going to go straight up to the new range high at 64,000. Jesus, it's at 32. So that's a straight double up, right? Look at this. Straight double up, 100% double up. Okay, be like that sometimes. All right, Shiba shitcoin. Look at this, just animal. Shiba, what are you doing, man? Go back some streams ago, and one will hear us talking about when this breaks, you're going to have this massive move to the upside. Okay, like that. It was just gonna happen. Okay, look at this. All right, straight up. Okay, no fucks were given by the Shiba shitcoin. Okay, just absolutely destroyed all bears. There's not even any bears left. Man, 117%. Let's see. Let me do this a little. Let me do something else. You did that. I think it's this one. You did the 126% in 1 day. 2 bars. 1 day. 1 day. Massive move by Shiba shitcoin. Now, I mean, hate to say it, but what goes up must come down, and the nastier this is unhealthy price action, very unhealthy. Okay, so what do you get when you have unhealthy price action? You get what you're asking for. Okay, you're gonna come right back down, and we're gonna see this thing at 0. There you go. 930 sats. That is where you're headed on shitcoin Shiba. So this kind of correlates with Bitcoin pulling back from, let's go to Bitcoin real quick. See if we come up here and we hit this, we hit our head on this A high resistance at 52,800, and we have a partial decline that coincides with shitcoin Shiba having a little dump poo here. Okay, so I don't know. I would not feel comfortable longing Shiba anymore. This is overextended itself. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty parabolic here on the RSI. You've gone 92.5 on the 12 hour. All right, bearish divergence, 8 hour, 6 hour. So you went full nuclear on the RSI. Unhealthy. oftentimes results in a pullback. Okay. All right. TESS. So look, TESS, we hit that high, right? That previous resistance, and we couldn't get past it. So we need another run at it. All right. So it'll take a little cool off, and then it'll take another run. And then that's when we can leave and head to the $10, 26-cent target, 10.25, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I mean, ultimately, guys, the entry on this was back at $2. 362%. Okay. Are you not entertained? Lena. Duck has a massive Lena position printing as we speak. Yeah, same thing. I'm gonna post a tweet on this one too. It's gonna be like right down here. It's gonna say we just opened a massive position on Lena. I mean, straight up. Doesn't say anything else. Okay, just boom. So from entry, I mean, you're talking, you hit 70% gains already, and that's spot. Okay, that's just spot. So again, don't fade a spot trade. Okay, don't feel like you always have to be max leveraged. Okay, spot does good things too. Okay, and it brings the stress level way down. Okay, and we still print. Okay, we print with much less risk, much less stress, still good profit. Okay, so yeah. Again, on this, it's possible we backtest this, sure, and then we run after, no problem. Okay, so you know, when your entry's down here in the box, right? If your entry's down in this box, what does this bother you, right? It shouldn't at all, right? Everything's fine. All right, maker. Look, Luna, same thing. Maker, Luna, maker. Okay, so you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get one of the old duck memeing it into reality. Bullish candles. There you go. That's what's coming on Maker. It's only a matter of, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, right? We don't do duration. And if we were a stop loss, we would be right here. Okay? Below that previous structure, we would be a stop loss. We don't want price back there anymore. And aside from that, I mean, it's possible if Bitcoin gets a good steam of things, a good run here, that Maker's going to do something crazy too. Okay, so if I were the bottom of the range on Maker and I were the top of the range and I were to simulate that again, that coincides with the top. Okay, so let's align that with a fib from D to low. You got a 618 there, 1618 up there as well. So between here and basically the top, be a little more conservative on the stop because we have such a high target. Okay, 420 to 1 on your money. Okay, 420 to 1 on your money. Maker. Okay. 5 Gs. You're currently at 25.50. See you at 5 Gs. See ya at 5 Gs. Looks like Cowboy is gonna pump this up by himself. Strong work, soldier. AVAX. AVAX. Hidden bullish divergence turning now into continuation, convergence to the upside, convergence to the upside, momentum shifting, price action structure in development. Still painting higher lows. Okay, so the stop remains in place. You don't want to lose that. Looks like we got a potential neckline in development here. Sorry. Gosh, why don't you want... I'm just gonna delete you. Okay, so initial measured move will give us a square up, and overall though, okay. No, not that one. This one. Okay, there you go. 80 and 91. Okay. Probably a harmonic at this point. Butterfly. All right, there you go. There's your trade on whatever this is. See, we don't give a shit about what the asset is. AVAX, okay? All we care about is 3 to 1 on our money, and we got 3 to 1 on our money, okay? Could even be tighter on the stop, of course, right? 5 to 1 on your money. You know your point of invalidation. AVAX. Bearish butterfly, deep crab-esque price action structure. BNB. Just hit target 1. Imagine that. Imagine that. Right in the golden zone, target 1. See high. There you go. Target 1 has been tagged. Boom. Look where your stop loss was. Look at your target. W. That's a W, folks. W. All right. So next area of interest, it would be the A high, of course. That's what we'd be looking at next, okay? So that's around 520, and you're sitting at 441. Now, of course, you wouldn't want to take an entry here, because if you're just entering here, your target is so close, your stop would have to be tight, 3 to 1, okay? So you'd have to be really tight. You'd have to use these wick lows, okay, the tweezer bottom as your stop, okay. That'd be your trade right now if you wanted to just be in this. But ideally, you're already in from the entry that was down here, okay. Sorry, the entry was down here, okay, at the D. All right. So if you can get above all of this, right? If you can hold this and hold this, that's how you can get up into the real deep 600 area, okay? So it's possible. Look, let's zoom out, get some perspective, okay? So our harmonic has simply just hit the golden zone of the high to low structure, okay? So we're only in the golden zone. This could hit the deep retrace, and I mean, there's much higher prices still left up above. This could go to $1,000 again. Remember BNB at $1,000, right? So it's possible, okay? So again, you just keep trailing this stop, trailing this stop, trailing this stop, trailing this stop, as far as you can take it. That's another way to trade and, you know, manage the trade, right? The entry is only the first part, and then you got to manage it. So, all right, let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. Nothing really changed, just kind of hanging out. All right, so again, let's be looking for the A high, 52,800, okay? Odds are very high that you just, you know, you're going to close this candle in, let's see, I don't even know if I have that on. Countdown to close. Oh yeah, it's right there. Jeez. 1 hour, 15 minutes, okay? Blind. All right, so 1 hour, 15 minutes, new candle opens, send the sucker up, and then in the same candle, send it down. I don't care. But yeah, that is Bitcoin. That's a stream. Little early today and a little quick. And we got 45 minutes in. Our average is about 45 minutes to an hour. So just had to jump on quick. Wanted to get one in the books. Gotta hop on a flight. So I'll be posting some static charts in the Discord. Probably Wednesday, Thursday. And then be able to stream again probably Friday. So yeah, thanks for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys in the Discord later on. Peace. Duck out.